Welcome back. Suncoast NPI is here live. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable it's here. But this is your time. Your time to shine, Mr. Adam Talley.
Well, thank you. Appreciate
Mr.
it, John.
Adam Talley with Haddad and Associates.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
what like we said earlier, you know, you're part of Suncoast NPI.
Absolutely.
What we do is we look for people that are rock stars in the category, check mark. Servant's heart, check, 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 check mark. And committed to the commitment. I love having you as a member. You're a stand-up gentleman, and I'm glad to call you a friend as well.
Thank
Tell
you
me
so
a little
much.
bit about you, Adam.
Well, thanks for inviting me here. I appreciate it. Getting to be on, though. Is this the second live show?
This is this is our
This is the third live
show.
So it's an honor, okay? Because I know you got a lot of people that meet all those check marks in NPI, okay? Well, yeah, you've introduced me. Thank you so much. You wanted to know about me. I'm a husband. I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm a servant of Christ, so
Amen to that.
I mean, you know, I'm following your pyramid.
Amen to
If my
that.
pyramid's not right, then you knock some sense into me, okay?
Let's hold each other accountable moving forward.
Amen. Yep, you know it.
That's great. So what is it you do, and kind of like maybe how did you get there?
Oh, great.
How about that?
Well, on a daily basis, I'm a personal injury and workers' compensation attorney. So what that means is I'm helping people who are dealing with injuries, whether they happen on the job or out on the road. And I get to help them through a very difficult time. But how I got there is probably a long story for here, but I'll give you a brief, background.
Sure.
I definitely didn't want to become an attorney in school. I wanted to do anything but be an attorney because growing up, everyone told me I needed to be an attorney.
Wow,
and I was like, so all I wanted to do was probably rebel a little bit and just decide, hey, I'm not going to do that. So. After a prolonged amount of schooling and working in a professional field for a while, I started to realize that I did want to go to law school and help assist people through. I knew exactly what I wanted to do when I went to law school. Went to Stetson, graduated, and then started to work with Haddad and Associates.
And you've been there how long now?
It's been 3 years now. So before that, I had, I have had a lot of mentors along the way in the legal profession. My boss Royce is one of them. Like Royce Haddad, he's great. There's other mentors in my life, but they all led me to where I'm at right now, and I'm doing exactly what I feel God's called me to do.
That's incredible, Adam. I appreciate you sharing that. So what I mean, there's a few different attorneys that are out there, right?
Yeah.
So how do you and your company, how do you guys stand apart? What kind of differentiates you guys?
We have a lot of great, there are a lot of great attorneys in Pinellas County. That's where we're located. We're located on Roosevelt Boulevard in Clearwater, Florida. There are some great attorneys in MPI and some of the other chapters. Like I know them personally. So there are some great options out there for people who are dealing with our area of injuries and on-the-job injuries. One of the things that we do in our company that I think differentiates us is we're a medium-sized law firm, and I love that. There are law firms that I feel are small, and that's great. They're able to provide very niche services to people. Yep. There are law firms that are large. They got billboards on US 19, and I know they do a great job too in their own right. But as a medium-sized law firm, we have I would say 4.5 attorneys in our office. Like we got Royce, Scott, Chris, myself, and then Gary. And what we can do is we can work together as a team along with our paralegals and still provide personal attention, customized service, but to give you the backing of multiple attorneys and the experience that our attorneys bring.
That's awesome. And so, yeah, thank you. I appreciate you spelling that out for us. So, I know a little about you and your core. What kind of really motivates you as far as, your individuality, but bringing it to the workplace?
Well, yeah. So I love waking up every day. Every day is a new start. So when I wake up every day, I love going to work. I love the people I work with, and that makes it a lot. That means a lot. You've probably heard if you enjoy what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
There are days that feel like work. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I love getting up every day and going to work and helping my clients, my customers, and eventually they become friends. And I like to see those people get better. And so every single day, even though I'm not a doctor, even though I'm not a medical provider, I'm an attorney, and my job's a little different in the role of getting my clients better. But I get to give them advice. I get to help them meet professionals in the medical field that help them get better.
Sure.
I get to see them get healed over a period of time, and then I get to make sure that the things that they needed all along were getting. So it's really what kind of motivates me every single day is seeing over a period of time, see my customers go from in pain
Right.
to better. And that seeing that process is really rewarding. That kind of makes me excited to go to work every day.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
mean, it really does.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's, if you love it, and obviously you have a passion for it, does it really work? I don't know. It's so.
Like I said, you got to be honest with people, and so some days feel like work.
Yeah, that's true.
When you're going in front of a jury, when you're going in front of a judge, like sometimes, it's tough. It's nerve-wracking, and you want the best for your client. And sometimes in our line of work, there's
Right.
always an element of risk. Like the best thing doesn't always happen for our clients. So I carry that burden every day. So some of those situations, as we get closer, I feel my clients' pains and I feel their struggles. But we try to make sure we get them the best result.
That's That's awesome. You want to maybe, is there something like you're really, really proud of that you want to like maybe share?
Oh, sure. Actually, my goal every single day I go to work is to do such a great job for my customer,
Right.
my client, that they tell people about me. Our firm doesn't put up any outdoor advertising. You're not going to see me on a bus or a billboard, and that's not wrong to do. You're not going to see me on the radio. Yeah, this is actually probably the only, this is probably the only thing you've invited me to do. So I said, okay, I'll do it. But really, we're not built for outdoor advertising.
Gotcha.
That's not our firm's model. It's not a wrong model.
Right.
But my boss, the day I started there, he told me this. He said, my customers are my $1 million billboard. He's like, I don't want to spend $1 million a year putting up billboards on US 19, inundating people with advertising, when I could just be in my office and do a good job for my customers, and then they'll be my $1 million billboard. And so from that day on, I started thinking about, my clients. I want to do such a great job for them that they know when they're telling somebody about me, they're doing that person a favor. And so that's my goal, is to just do a really great job so that my customers feel like they were cared for, they know they were cared for. And so like one of the more recent accomplishments that have been really just wonderful is seeing some of the reviews that we get on Google come in from customers who have left our office that are feeling better. They were treated fairly. They got personal attention from our law firm, and then you can tell it in the reviews that they write. Like you can tell, like they'll just they'll try to tell you exactly. Like some people write better reviews than others.
Yeah.
We're all of it, like in this age of social media. You can't make all the people happy all the time, but that's what we strive to do.
Right.
And but you can read some of our reviews online and see the personal attention that we gave to some people.
That's That's awesome. That's a great scenario, right? The customers are your billboard, and that's, hey, I hear you loud and clear. How about, you're a mature man, you're wise beyond your years, I like to say, I think. But you mentioned earlier about role models and mentors. You want to share a little bit, like kind of how that shaped you and a couple that stand out for you?
That's great. Absolutely. I think that all of my role models are about 20 years older than me. And not to call out any of them, I'm 34, but most of my role models are in their 50s, and my mentors, and I think that's good. I think everybody needs to have a set of mentors. If they're lucky, they can find one.
Yeah.
But if you can have more, that's great, and I'm blessed because I probably have 3 or 4 great mentors. And then you need somebody to, you need a mentee. You need to be a mentor to somebody else. And so I'm right at that age now where I have people in my law firm. There are 3 other attorneys who are 25 years of experience in law. Okay. I'm by far the youngest attorney and least experienced attorney in our law firm. But what's really nice about our group is that we can pool together our resources, both 25 years of experience and then my experience from different businesses and different fields, and pull that together to be the best for our client. But on the flip side, I think it's important to give back to, like, right now I'm like at that age where my friends, their kids are graduating from high school, they're going off to college, they want to know what to do. People come to me and say, my son wants to be an attorney, can he follow you around for the day? And so what's really nice is now it's time for me and I'm able to give back. I have just enough knowledge to be dangerous, and I can kind of help shape how some of our younger children and kids are thinking right now.
That's great.
So mentors have shaped me to who I am. I don't want to have to put any single one of them on the spot, but most of them are in the field that I'm in, and then many in my church.
Gotcha. Yeah, amen to that as well. How about some quotes or inspirational moment type things? You got something that comes out that's like that's always right there.
Oh yeah. I got a favorite quote. It's but but it might not be as inspiring as you think. It just keeps me thinking the way I like to think every day. Mark Twain once said, "Don't argue with stupidity. It'll bring you down to its level and beat you with experience." and so like ever since I heard that, I was like, that's my favorite quote. I don't know why it's my favorite. It's just so perfect because we can all do that. We can all get frustrated in that moment, whatever it is. It could be in an argument in marriage. It can be in an argument. It could be in a difficult situation in court. It could be in an office with a customer that's a little frustrating. And you got to just remember, don't argue with stupidity. It'll bring you down to its level and beat you with experience.
I'm making a note on that one. I love it.
All right. Maybe that'll help you one day.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe, I don't know, sooner, I think.
Hopefully not right
No,
now.
absolutely not. No, wait. Dang it, we're live. So how about some professional advice? We got 30 seconds here. So anything, closing seconds that you have that you want to finish up.
Ooh.
Finish up with an exclamation point.
Oh, wow. Professional advice. Our model of business is built around the customer's right. The customer's always right, and so like I told you about my boss when he came in, I know what our goal is. My goal is to do such a good job for my customer that when they tell somebody about me, they know they're doing that person a favor. Because you get sold stuff all day long, and no one likes to get sold something. But when you tell somebody about a person that's helped you in your life and why it's mattered to you, I want my customers to know that they're doing their friends and family a favor when they tell about our law firm, because they're going to get taken care of like family.
Gotcha. We got to go.
All right.
Thank you, Adam Talley. Suncoast MPI. Appreciate you.
You bet.